What is up, guys? I know it's been quite a while since we've done a Cressida update, and that's because even though we've been working on it continuously, the visual progress is just not there. You might see it right now and might think that it's exactly where it was a couple of weeks ago, and you're not far off. Today we spent about 3 hours adjusting all of the body panels to get them absolutely perfect in their final position. Even though we will be taking it all back apart to jam everything, right now we are in the stages where we are primering the whole car and blocking it from there. Right now, basically everything has kind of been primered individually. So for now, we are basically going to be blocking the whole car. This isn't really blocking, we're really just prepping it to be able to paint the whole car in really, really thick primer. From there, we will block the entire car together. That way, when you look down it, it looks straight as an arrow. Obviously, I'm trying to get it as good as possible within my own skill level. It's by no means going to be absolutely perfect, but it's going to be damn close to it. Also, I wanted to address one thing. In the last Cressida update video, I said that I have 1 month to get this thing done, and that meant that we had about a month before we move out of this shop and we move into another shop. And with that being the case, we wanted to get this thing pretty much paint ready by the time we got out of this shop, so that way once we move into the new one, we could build our paint booth and start spraying some color. But that's about where we're at with this thing. We've been doing a bunch of other stuff. I've been doing a lot of the work that's not really going to be seen but is important to do. The underside of the hood, inside of the fenders, a lot of stuff that we've already kind of done and we are kind of close, but because we changed so much stuff along the way, we had to update the inside of the stuff as well. So basically that way it looks just as nice taken apart as it does together. Also, if we take a look at the back, we have a lot of the miscellaneous parts that are pretty much prepped. Each one of the flares are probably about 80% done. We still have to get a lot of them in primer, block the primer, see how they are, get the fitment perfect and everything. But the major body work is done for those. So I know this video was a little bit of a mess, and we went from primering the Cressida to putting it on a trailer and kind of left you off there. For those of you who didn't know, we are moving shops. The lease was up at the old place. The old place was basically meant to be a placeholder so that I could get the majority of the work done on the Cressida, and then once it got close, we were gonna move out of that place. That year was up, so obviously we had to move, but it's also perfect timing because the Cressida is damn near close to paint. After that primer that we just sprayed, we basically have to block the whole thing again, make everything perfect, try and get everything blocked together. That way it looks nice and smooth down the side of it. We have to do some very, very minor body work to some edges, and from there it is paint ready. We can take a quick look at the shop. It's not finished yet. We still have a lot of stuff to do, but we did do a lot of the lighting stuff. As you can see, the lighting is pretty damn good. We have a bunch of lighting up here, and then we also have the lighting against the walls, which is going to be really, really good for spraying any kind of stuff and working on stuff that is a little bit lower. White walls, so that's going to be better for filming, stuff like that. Obviously, the brick wall back there is pretty cool, adds a little bit of character to this room. This is about twice the size of the old shop and gives us plenty of room, and then we have some storage on the outside. Also, I haven't shown this at all, but this is George's Miata. I kind of wanted to keep it low-key because this is his project and I don't want to be showing anything, but this is basically the reveal and what you're gonna see. It's just a bunch of different stuff kind of put together, but it works. It's kind of crazy. We got a bunch of different stuff on this thing. You might notice a bunch of different things from different cars, but we had to modify them to make it work. And we'll do some sort of overview on this thing later down the line once he's ready to do that. But we're in the middle of working on that as well as doing the Cressida. As for the Cressida, it is exactly the way you've seen it last. We did that whole primer session, and that was just to get everything primered together in the really, really thick primer, and then also to get it so that it could withstand elements on the way here. Also, if you didn't notice, we got a trailer. I did purchase a trailer, and so that way I will be able to make it to further events, and not only the Miata but also the Cressida once that thing is finished. So I'm super excited to get out to some events, have some of you guys that aren't exactly local to me be able to see the cars and be able to see something that you've seen on the internet for so long and see it in its final state. Even though I haven't been posting a lot lately, we have been super busy moving a whole shop and a ton of other things. One major thing that we did work on and we just completed, I just haven't been able to promote it yet. I did do a full color release of not only what the Cressida's color is gonna be, but what the colors are gonna be and what the design is gonna be. We have some merchandise. We did 3 different designs, just the one for the Cressida with the Bozo style, same exact thing as before, just with it in full color and the design. And then we did both the cars, the Lamborghini and the Cressida, for those of you who are interested in both cars. And then we have just the Miata, a new design for those of you who are only interested in the Miata content. So if you are interested in helping out the channel and the progression of my builds and everything, it does really, really help out, along with just watching the videos in general. I know I've been slacking really, really bad on that lately, but it is just because there is so much going on between just personal life and then also this stuff is just a lot going on, and it's just consuming all of my time. I know it's hard to tell how close we are on the Cressida, and this time it really is very, very few weeks away from being paint ready. The only thing that is probably going to hold us back a little bit is the flares. The flares are pretty much where they need to be. It's just we're going to have to do some fine tuning once the body of the Cressida is finished, and then we'll be able to start getting this thing ready to be painted up. We have to do our exact paint color decision and then go from there and do all the different special stuff like flake. We kind of know what direction we're going to take it, but we don't know the final direction of what we're going to do, and basically the whole process of how we're going to paint the car and get it to where we want it to be. Anyways, guys, I'm going to finish up this video. I'm going to get back to work. We've been working all day today, and I just want to finish up a bunch of other stuff. There's a lot of other stuff on the outside that we have to get ready, and all of the storage and stuff like that, and it's just been a lot lately. But anyways, guys, that about wraps it up for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Please check out the new merchandise. I think the designs look absolutely amazing, and obviously I appreciate every one of you guys who does help out the channel a little bit extra in that way. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed, and peace out.